You can be anything you wanna be. You can move the mountain if you believe. Either will be done. You can mount your eagle's wings, fly, fly so high. If you believe, either will be done. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, no, no. I've never seen God fails. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, no, no. I have never seen God fail. Your faith is the answer. 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 The desires of your heart, will you let God in? Just believe, either will be done. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, no, no. I have never seen God fail. I have never seen the righteous forsaken, no, no. I have never seen God fail. Oh, your faith is the answer. 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 Faith in God will never fail. Oh, faith in God will never fail. Faith in Jesus will never fail. My faith in God has never failed. Oh, faith in God will never fail. My faith in God has never failed. Put your trust in Jesus. He will never fail. My faith is the answer. My faith can do anything. I can move the mountain with my faith. Oh yes, I can be anything God wants me to be. My in God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness, because he believed. Your faith can do anything and anything you want. Your faith is the key, the answer that you need, even right now where you are. Your faith is the answer. Your faith is the victory. Solution for the baby heart, I bring to you good news. I'm Rhapsody.
Yonaro was a tour guide on the streets of Old Havana, Cuba for 14 years. On a certain day in 2014, Yonaro started out on a journey of complete change and upliftment. This is a story of God's grace and the transforming power of His Word, given expression through the messenger angel, Rhapsody of Realities.
My name is Genaro. I'm from Cuba. I want to talk today about how this book changed my life. It was in 2014. I was working like a tour guide, like a tourist guide in Old Havana, in Cuba. So 1 week, I used to work about 8 years in just in one place. 2 weeks before, I met some pastor from Nigeria.
On that fateful afternoon, Yonaro met some Rhapsody missionaries on the streets of Cuba, and that was his first contact with Rhapsody of Realities.
I saw a few people get out from some bus. I offer what I used to offer to the tourists, a tour around Havana and all that. That same time, they told me, okay, we want to make the tour. And immediately when they get on the car with the horse, so they said they were a pastor from Nigeria and some other evangelists, and they give me this amazing book.
And that day, a great movement began in Cuba. Yonaro got his first copy of Rhapsody of Realities, and he joined the missionaries for several days, not just showing them how beautiful Cuba was, but also to distribute Rhapsody of Realities on the streets of Havana. His contact with Rhapsody of Realities changed everything, and he got the opportunity to attend a partners conference with the man of God, Pastor Chris, in Lagos, Nigeria. He heard words from Pastor Chris that set him on a new pedestal of life.
Even pastors say to his children, if you want to have a good future, you have to leave Cuba, you have to go out of Cuba, because it's not opportunity in Cuba. So Pastor Chris started to say, wherever you live, you can be a prosperous Christian, you can be a victor Christian, you can live a life in abundance. So I said, let's try what Pastor Chris say about the Word of God.
He would make the confessions from Rhapsody of Realities and also say the prayers meditatively. And then the miracle started.
First, I started to read Rhapsody of Reality, and everything that Rhapsody of Reality said about my life, I started to do it. I started to read the place from, Dear Father, I trust in you in my life. I know that you are my God. I know that I can get everything here in this world. In less than 3 months, God gave me an amazing place, an amazing house, and an amazing price, you know.
Yonoro also started a business franchise from practicing the Word of God in Rhapsody of Realities.
I didn't have that money to start this franchise. We are talking about $200,000. I'm telling you, I never have seen in my life $10,000. And I was talking about $200,000. I was talking about a business that I didn't have the money for that. But I believe in my heart that I had that money inside me. Like Pastor Chris said, you have all you need inside you. So I start to say, I have all this inside me. I can tell you today, brothers, that Rhapsody of Reality changed my life. Today, I have the best restaurant in Cuba. Today already, I am building another 2 places in a country where the people say that it's not allowed to be a good future. I'm telling you, if you believe in God, if you do everything that Pastor Chris said through the Word of God, through Rhapsody of Reality, that you have to do, your life will change completely 100%. So I start to print this book with my own money every month, you know. Difficult because in all the places it's not allowed to do it here in Cuba because it's a communist country. This is for them a religious book. That is not a religious book. That is just a relationship with God. So I start to print about 1,000 Rhapsody of Reality, give to pastors, churches. This is now like how to say, people are hungry of this book in Cuba. People are asking where they can get more and more and more Rhapsody of Reality. Even pastors in Cuba that always have a word in his mind say that this is a different book. This is a different things from God. So they are hungry. They are preaching from Rhapsody of Reality in the churches. This book changed my way to see the Word of God. This book changed everything in my life. I can tell today, thank you, Pastor Chris. Thank you for this special gift from you. I want to say thank you to every partner of Rhapsody of Realities because like they changed my life. Through this book, they can change more and more and more life in Cuba and all around the world.
So, wasn't that just wonderful? Amen. Now, you've heard the whole story. You've heard the whole story. You've had the background. You've heard the background of how the Rhapsody got to him. And now, Gennaro is going to tell us some more. Like I said before, he said now he sponsors. As in the video, he sponsors 1,000 copies. Actually, he's since gone up to 10,000 copies. 10,000 copies in a month. And Gennaro, why are you doing this? And then how do you actually go about distributing these copies that you are responsible for?